Presiding Officer, P.G. Woodhouse used to have Bertie Wooster insist that Jeeves go and had some fish when a particularly naughty problem had to be dealt with. So I naturally had fish for my dinner today in the canteen in preparation for this. This is, of course, the most exciting time of the year for me, not because, of course, of the fisheries debate, but because in a few short weeks we will have that most beautiful product of the sea, cod roe, appearing. My wife doesn't like it. She prefers herring roe, but we share the belief that there is nothing really beats scallop roe, which, of course, is so often taken off the scallop. But we share a belief that what comes out the sea is good for you, and people have known that for years without the benefit of scientists. So obvious are the benefits. Now, our Scottish fishermen are, of course, the arch conservationists, and the reason why that's the case is because they depend on a natural resource. They know that how they treat that natural resource will determine their future success. They're competitive, they're innovative in everything that they do. And central control via the CFP sits uneasily with the entrepreneurial spirit and the detailed generations of experience that our fishermen have. Our fishermen in particular are gifted with very significant problems. A mixed fishery creates significant difficulties when we're seeking to protect one species but only catch another one, because one fisherman's bycatch is another fisherman's target species. So there can often be debate in the industry itself. The efforts of our fishermen in recent years in experimenting with selective gear are very much to be commended. I think we've not yet reached the point where we've got the perfect selective gear, but we're making the kind of progress that we need to make. But the Cabinet Secretary did refer to one of the key problems with the development of selective gear, and that is having the quota available so we can go and test it. Because if you don't have quota for cod, and the fishermen know where a lot of the cod are, they're going to avoid the areas the cod are. But when they need to test a selective gear net that is designed to go into an area with cod and not catch cod, you have to go into a cod area and take the risk that your net, not yet perfect in its selectivity, will catch cod. And fishermen are burning up their quota very quickly indeed by experimenting with selective gear. So we do need more support, more quota for that very valuable work that's being done voluntarily by many of our fishermen. We mustn't move to the position we've seen in the whaling industry, where the industry lives off the back of so-called scientific research, but we do need a little bit more help. Now, of course, our fishermen, conservationists they are, work with other environmentalists like WWF, and I think that absolutely shows that they are prepared to be driven by good science. They're prepared to work with others using their local knowledge and experience. We've seen only 14 months ago the Daily Telegraph in September 2012 headlining that there were 100 cod left in the sea, in the North Sea. The author of that absurdity is now saying there are going to be no brown crab left. It's worth saying that that wonderful programme on Radio 4 about statistics more or less described that as the worst wrong number we have ever reported, the correct number, of course, being 21 million cod. Presiding Officer, I know someone who's learning Icelandic. I have a nephew who's fluent in Danish because he lives there. We're going to have to engage with some difficult people in difficult times and difficult negotiations. I hope the Minister can do his bit for Scotland's fishermen.